We just had a visit by about 6 guys. We saw them pulling up in a boat. We camped on a beach. It's after dark, so we saw their boat coming towards us. It was pretty fast. It was obviously a smaller boat, but they had a couple of pretty large spotlights on it. So it caused us a little alarm. I went ahead and stuck my knife in the ground near my tent, and we drew out the machete and put it in the sand right next to our boat in case we had to grab them. And it turns out it was guys that were just worried about us. Like I said, 6 guys didn't speak a lick of English. But I brought out the Portuguese English dictionary and we got through it all. They were wearing, a few of them were wearing shirts from aid organizations, conservationists, like an organization that helps preserve animals and wildlife and things like this. And there were 2 or 3 of those shirts. And so I showed them the stickers on our boats that were similar. Then we talked to them about, using the interpretation from the book. Said that we were on an expedition and this is who we are, and showed them the boat. But most importantly, I think what we did was Jeff came up with the idea of, let's take a picture. Let's all take a picture together. Oh, they loved that idea, and he showed them the picture on the digital camera. Finally, he got the iPhone to work because it's dark and we don't really have any great photographic equipment here. But that could have gone a whole lot different, and we're glad it didn't. We asked them if there were any pirates in there, and they said no, and we told them we're going to Tefe tomorrow, and they said, oh yeah, you can get internet there. And we talked about the trip to Manaus, and they said, yeah, it'll take you 5 days by canoe, that'll be fine. And they verified a lot, and we just hung out. I think they just wanted to find out who we are and what the hell we're doing in their area. They told us the city that we're in, which isn't really a city, it must be a town, is Horizonte, which is horizon, similar to Belo Horizonte up there. And we exchanged a few other words, Portuguese. They didn't seem to make any attempt to speak English, which is fine. This is their backyard, but it was difficult to communicate. But Ian and Jeff, of course, did a great job, and we all kept cool heads and got through it, and they left. We asked them if it was secure here, and we asked them for their permission to campismo. They said, yeah, no problem. I told them what time we'd be out in the morning. I said, okay, no sweat. They just want to check us out. Of course, we hope they're not a reconnaissance group checking out if we were armed or not, and they're going to come back and get us in the night. But I didn't get that feeling from these guys. They had no machetes. They seemed like decent fellas. Anyway, could have been a lot different, and I'm glad it wasn't.